there, Aquarius. How are you tonight? I'm just kind of laughing at this shirt. I bought it. It's made by a high-end athletic wear company, and I'm like, well, maybe they have stock in ranching companies or something, you know. So, howdy, partner. We're just out here doing our yoga out in the field. I don't know. I'm being silly. Welcome. I'm glad you're here to join me. My name is Ginger, and I am going to do a tarot reading for the consciousness of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Hope you are into a little humor, because I'm feeling humorous wearing this shirt, and so are the spirit guides. We're all kind of laughing over here. Anyway, welcome to my channel, and I am going to get serious about your tarot reading, Aquarius. Let's see what Kuan Yin has in store for you this week. How will the beautiful Mother Goddess, Divine Mother Goddess Kuan Yin, be at work in your life? All right, let's see. Okay, here we go for the consciousness of Aquarius. We have many hands of the goddess. Oh, Kuan Yin is busy. All right, Kuan Yin is awfully busy. What is she busy doing for you there, Aquarius? We've got number 17. Many hands of the goddess. Okay, the goddess Kuan Yin brings blessings to multiple projects and many different parts of your life and consciousness. She's not limited to one task at a time. Do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius now, for there is much that can be accomplished together, and she wants to assist you. Let's see. Release your worries and intentions to her, and then let her guide you. When you feel strongly to work on a particular progress, perhaps to focus on it for a time, do so. When you feel it's time to take a step back from it and rest, do so. In the rest, you will replenish, gain new perspective, and return to your creative work more productive. It is an essential part of the process. Trust that she is uplifting, guiding, and instructing you through your own intuition, so that your projects and creative desires will manifest with the highest wisdom and in the best order and timing. You do not have to worry about having too many logs in the fire. You just need to let Kuan Yin guide you and follow her impulses faithfully. Do not be afraid to surrender projects to her, even if they seem to be taken out of your hands for a time. When the time is right, they will come back to you, perhaps in a revised form that is more aligned with your divine essence. All right. Many hands make light work, as they say. Okay, you've got the many hands of the Divine Goddess at work for you this week, Aquarius. And from the Star Codes Astro Oracle, you know, Kuan Yin is considered an ascended master like Mother Mary or Jesus or Saint Germain, El Morey. And I'm not surprised that she has all these hands, because they never speak, I do this or I do that. They always speak, typically they speak in we. We will help you. We will do this. We will do that. So it's just showing us that, you know, one goddess is not just one entity, that they call in others, other high vibrational beings to help them guide you, to help guide you. Because sometimes, you know, sometimes we need to be hit upside the head by our spirit guides to really know that they're around, because we don't really pay attention. So anyway, here we go. I know that a lot of people don't recognize them. Ascendant, Entrance. That's a nice card. Entrance. What is entering in? Card number 35. Okay. In a natal chart, the ascendant tells a story about how you walked into this life at your birth and how you walk into any new situation. It describes the door through which you see the world and the world sees you, your filter system, and hints at your awakening consciousness. I'm going to turn on this other light. Maybe I'll take the glare off a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's better. That's better for me. Okay. The ascendant, also known as the rising sign, describes the degree of the zodiac just coming up over the eastern horizon at the moment and place of your birth. So to find what your rising sign is, right, we talk about sun, moon, and rising signs. Your rising sign can be determined online if you know your where you were born, the city and state, the time of your birth, and that needs to be specific. It can't be around this time or that time. It needs to be specific. And what else? I think that's it. And the date, of course, the date of your birth. But yeah, date of birth and the time is necessary, and where you were born, what city and state. And then you can look that up online. And this is how people view us. So I'm Sagittarius. My rising sign is Libra. So people receive me as a Libra, even though I am Sagittarius. So it's interesting because that's how people expect you to be, how they perceive you, not who you actually are, you know. Very interesting. All right, so the action for this card: how do you see the world? Take a long look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experience of reality. Really look at how privilege, trauma, or certain attributes of your history can distort the reality of the moment. Do what you can to dismantle these obstructions so you can see the whole view. Open the aperture. Conversely, look carefully at the signals you send off. Do they match your intent? Do you say you're fine when you really need a hug? Are you trained to sound modest or apologetic when really you know what you're doing? Do you act like you know what you're doing when you don't? Notice what you project onto the world and take responsibility for how you are seen. Very important. The ascendant is where you become visible. If this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be healed or where you need to grow your confidence in order to feel comfortable being seen. If you are asking about a project, look for what needs to be repaired or improved before you hold a press conference. The challenge of this energy: the front door is only one part of the house. Be willing to look beyond appearances and into the heart. But don't count on others' ability to do so exactly, or to their desire to do so. The gift: over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. Don't listen to Billy Crystal. Okay. So this is about how you appear to others and how you perceive, how you project yourself in the world. And then we have the many hands of the goddess, because it sounds like you're a handful this week, Aquarius, with trying to figure out your ascendant and how you're projecting and how people perceive you. It can get quite complicated. All right, here we go. Excuse me. Just give the cards a few shuffles before we get started. These cards have a matte finish, so they kind of stick together. So I like to give them a few extra shuffles to get them all mixed up the way the guides like them. And then they just pull out whatever. It's just pretty amazing how that always works. Okay. So actually, I expect this to be a very bright reading. So let's see what we have for Aquarius. The consciousness of Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, right. Oh, there you go. King of Wands. He's very bright. The athletic director. He is the inspirational speaker, the motivational speaker, the business coach, the athletic coach. He's an adventurous sort of guy. Very confident. The sun shines on this guy. He's also got an air of mystery about him because he knows things. He's got that intuitive nature. He knows things. I like that for the beginning of this reading. Two of Wands. You have everything you need. What are you going to do? What are you going to put out into the world? You're trying to decide, what am I going to do with my time and energy, my money, the promotions I have? What am I going to do with it? And the reason this is, I like this. The reason this reading is happening is the Ten of Cups, the ultimate in emotional fulfillment, whatever that is for you. The ultimate in emotional fulfillment. So these three cards, we have the King of Wands, which is the basis of the reading. Then we have the Two of Wands crossing that for good or bad, and I'm going to say it's good. The King is wondering, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next to bring myself more emotional fulfillment? All right, that's what is happening so far. What am I going to do next to bring more emotional fulfillment into my life? Because in the past you've had heartbreak. Painful heartbreak. Kind of like a betrayal of sorts. Heartbreak. The energy that surrounds the whole reading is the Marriage card, the Four of Wands. It's depicted like in this deck. Most tarot readers read this as the Marriage card. The way it's coming out here, I'm going to call it the Marriage card, but it could be that you are approaching the finish line on a major goal in your life. And that could be marriage. That could be the major goal. Nice card. All right, next up, we have the Knight of Wands. Well, this is a very fiery and passionate reading for you, Aquarius. You're an air sign. And we have all this fire in this reading. The only sword we have so far is that Three of Swords. Wow, very interesting. So in your future, I would say that this Knight of Wands is going out to get himself organized to see this wedding come about. Completing a cycle. This is your energy. You are out to complete a major cycle. Getting married would be completing a major cycle and starting a whole new cycle. That's what that would be. So you are bound and determined. That's what I'm going to say. You are determined. We have the Eight. Here we go. Here's your Ace of Swords. This is around you, the energy around you. I think that's a beautiful thing for you, Aquarius, to have this Ace of Swords. This is your new beginning. It is a gift, and it has to do with communication, the law, education, theology, the study of those subjects, becoming a great communicator, learning how you communicate, like that Ascendant card, being a clear communicator. That is a gift. Next, oh wow, now we have the Queen of Swords. This is in your hopes and dreams, and for you, she would be a really fine mate. And this is, your suit, Queen of Swords. She is emotionally mature. She's an emotionally mature queen. The final card in the reading is the Five of Wands, which is fighting about ridiculous things, like your families fighting about wedding plans, or You know, it's your wedding. What are they getting involved in it for? I mean, if they're paying for it, that's one thing. You know, if your parents are paying for the wedding, they got to have a say. I mean, you got to let them have a say. They're paying for it. That's the price you pay for letting them pay for your wedding. But it's that kind of fighting. It's like bickering. It's like, what is this about? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? So, So if the ultimate point of the reading is your emotional fulfillment, and there's bickering at the end, what are you not communicating properly? What are you not communicating properly? I see that it's going to work out okay, because you see the roses? I feel like Kuan Yin is in this. You see how similar the cards are? All those hands. And here we have all those wands, and there are all those hands in there. I have the feeling Kuan Yin's going to be working on this, clearing this up for you. And I don't think it has to do with you. I think it has to do with other people around you who are involved in your planning. This looks to me like a wedding. And that clear communication. And that clear communication, you know, your rising sign may be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, Aquarius. And you would be the King of Wands, marrying the Queen of Wands. She's in the position of your hopes and dreams. And these are your family members here. Oh, my bro is getting married, she says. How can I, what am I going to do to help him out? You know, like she has anything to say about it. And then your brother, the Knight of Wands, is like, oh, how can I help my brother? You know, they don't ask you. They just kind of barge in, you know. I don't know. That's kind of the way I'm seeing it. Because you guys are good. You guys are good. You know, so I wonder if you have a rising sign of one of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be that the family is just disrupting the party that you're looking forward to that's going to create your Ten of Cups. It kind of makes sense to me. You did have heartbreak in the past, so I'm going to say that, you know, this is something that you consider when you're choosing your mate, is that you want to make sure that this is a person who you see for exactly who they are. That is another point about the Ascendant card, is that you want to make sure that this person, you know exactly who they are. You're not projecting your wants, needs, and desires on this person. You want to know that this is the person you're marrying. All right. That's what I'm saying about that. That's the clarity you're seeking. Clarity you're seeking, so that you're not looking at heartbreak, because maybe in a past relationship you were hoping the person was someone else, but he or she was actually who they were. You were just projecting your idea of who they were on them. And that was a great disappointment. Big heartbreak. You felt betrayed by that. So that's what it looks like here. It looks like some Aquarians are looking to get married. And in doing so, they will be completing a cycle, marrying someone who's very, very complimentary to you. You know, I think you'll do well together. And that there's a little family nitpicking going on around that's causing some disruption. But that can be resolved by asking your guides for help. All right? I'm going to pull one last card from Magical Times Empowerment cards. Might need a little help getting yourself empowered to talk to these family members, or her family members, whoever. All right, let's see. Elegance. Yes, you guys are elegant. It is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom, be the swan on the water and glide. There you go. You and this other person, although this is feminine energy, it could be a man, who is exhibiting this energy. But you and this person are a very elegant couple. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I feel about it. Because you're high quality, very high quality people. Very intelligent. You know what you want. There's not a lot of messing around there, between you guys with mind games or anything. You're very mature. And you know what you're looking for. I really like it. Nice reading. All right. Thank you, Aquarius. You have a great week. I look forward to seeing how this goes. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.